Drayton Manor is a theme park home to many rides and attractions which are absolutely amazing, but what are the top 10 rides over at the park? All aboard! At number 10 we have Troublesome Truck's Runaway Coaster, which is a Gerstlauer family coaster located over in Thomasland. This train-tastic ride takes you along a very troublesome journey. Don't worry however, the layout for this ride is a standard family coaster layout and features a lift hill, some turns and even a helix. This ride may seem short but fear not, as you go around the track not once but twice. The tray that you sit in is very nicely themed towards Thomas characters, and each row can fit 2 people holding a maximum of 20 people. Would you brave this coaster? But in all seriousness, this coaster is actually quite fun and is definitely worth the cred. The simple but enjoyable layout will have you coming off wanting to do it again. Choo choo. Take a trip into the old Drayton Green Vicarage and you will find our number 9 spot. Yes, we have the Haunting. This recurring madhouse takes you alongside the research into paranormal activity, or RIPA for short, as you try to find out what happened 2 decades ago at the old Vicarage. This ride features 3 pre-shows, all building up to the main event, the Madhouse. As a full attraction, this ride is around 9 minutes long, and for some people that can be too long, as some of my friends do find the pre-show a little bit boring. However, I still believe that this ride is worth doing as it can provide thrills and a great time. Yeah! At number 8 we have Showdown, the interactive dark ride over at the park. This rootin' tootin' ride takes you around the Wild West as you live the life of a cowboy. The vehicle can sit 2 people per row and 4 people per ride. Each vehicle is also equipped with a laser gun, and along your journey there are targets that will appear for you have to shoot down. Just warning, this ride can become very competitive as the aim is to shoot the highest number of points in your group, so if you know anyone who loves to win, then they definitely will love this ride. If shooting isn't your thing though, then you could easily sit back and enjoy the show. Coming in at number 7 we have the Buffalo Coaster, manufactured by Zamperla. This ride opened in 1987, making it the oldest coaster still operating at Drayton Manor. This coaster sends you around turns, ups and downs, as well as the main feature of a double helix. As this ride is quite old, it does not feature the thrills that the modern coasters have. However, this ride is still considered a classic at the park, and in my opinion it is a great first coaster to get your people in the spirit of the thrills. The vehicle for this ride is themed to a buffalo and actually looks really cool, and is what most people generally think about when they go on this ride. This classic is definitely one to do, so be sure to check it out when you head over to the park. At number 6 we have Accelerator, the Vekoma family boomerang coaster. This ride holds the title of being the first family Vekoma boomerang in the world, so it's definitely worth coming here for that one ride alone. The zooming ride starts off by taking you up a lift hill backwards. When you get to the top, your vehicle will sit there for a bit, then the wheels on the track will release and off you go. You head straight down the drop, getting some turns which are actually quite forceful, up into the final stretch which has a rocket at the end of the track. As the train approaches this rocket, you may think you might hit into it, but no. This vehicle then goes down backwards through the layout you have just been through, however this time you are facing backwards. This ride is very smooth, especially considering that other Vekoma boomerangs are often called rough, so Drayton Manor is doing something right. Have you wanted to be a part of a lifeboat sea rescue? At number 5 we have Stormforce 10, where you can do just this. This water ride takes you along what it would be like to be on a rescue trip. However, a crafty fisherman changes your story and you will definitely get wet. I can guarantee you that you won't come off dry. One of my favourite parts of this ride is the backwards drop, as it is so unique and it shocks many people when going up to that top bit. In terms of the best time to do this ride, it is definitely the summer, as the water will cool you down from the heat. Feel free to do it not in the summer, but you are absolutely crazy. I'm just joking, as when we go here we do it every single visit, and personally I think this ride is great to do in all of the seasons. In at number 4 we have Pandemonium, the Fabra inverted swinging ride over at the park. As you guessed, this ride swings you up and down and even upside down. This ride reminds me of a pirate ship as it follows the same sort of pattern, but in this case Pandemonium, as I said earlier, goes upside down. So just imagine a pirate ship doing that as well. This ride is a very weird attraction and used to be one of the most intense rides over at the park. However, at the moment the future of this ride is still unknown, as they have said it's going to be shut. However, they haven't done anything yet, so it is still unclear when it comes to what this ride is going to do. Nevertheless, I definitely recommend giving this one a go before it does shut, as it is definitely worth a try. Whoosh, at number 3 we have Maelstrom, an intermediary swing. This ride is my favourite flat ride over at the park. During this ride you are seated on one of 32 seats. The restraints that come down and the platform begins to move away, then your vehicle starts to spin. And here is when the fun kicks in. Your vehicle starts to go up and down. While this is happening, you are also spinning, and let me tell you, this is absolutely super intense, and I absolutely love this attraction. When you head over to Drayton Manor, be sure to give this swing-tastic ride a go. However, it can make you very, very dizzy, just warning you in advance. The end is here. Well, not really, but at number 2 we have Apocalypse, the drop towers over at the park. Now notice how I said drop towers, as this ride has not only one drop tower, not only 2, not only 3, but it has a total of 4 drop towers, each with a difference. The first drop tower is your standard sit down ride with a floor as well, meaning that when you do drop you still get some thrills, but it is not that thrilling. The second drop tower is also a sit down, but there is no floor. This is also very common with drop towers. However, the third one is very, very cool, as you stand up on the drop tower. Wow. Unfortunately though, number 3 has got a floor, which makes you think, what could be number 4? Well, of course you guessed it. Number 4 is a drop tower standing up without a floor, and personally when I did go here, this is the only one I rode, as I rode it for my first time and absolutely adored it. Many people do believe though that as it is a tall drop tower, it is the most crazy thing you have ever done. But actually I find it a lot less intense than rides like Detonator and other smaller drop towers around the UK. So when you are heading over here, make sure to give it a go, as you may not like our drop towers, but you may love this one. At the number 1 spot we have, drum roll please, whoa, Shockwave, the stand up Intamin coaster at Drayton Manor, and one of the only in Europe. It is one of the greatest coasters at the park, with the theming of this ride unfortunately being quite poor and can potentially do with either a tethered or just more work to make it look a lot better. That being said, however, this ride does provide some fantastic elements, and you could even do a loop standing up. There are also some cool inversions you go through, and you used to be able to get a great view of the rapids. I personally love this ride because as a ride it still is one of the last remaining stand-up coasters in operation, and it really makes a special ride on this attraction. I'd say it's worth the credit alone, but I do have to say though that this coaster can get very rough, and some people sometimes do find it very, very uncomfortable. But it is worth doing, so get yourself down to Drayton Manor today and experience this stand-up coaster. Unfortunately though, that is it from our top 10 video over at Drayton Manor. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below, as well as checking out our Patreon, as from little as £1 a month you can get up to 2-day early access for this video. But that is it from me, Derrick from Theme Park Coasting, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.